1200 nits 5.5-inch on-camera Full HD monitor with a case, great sun hood cover, battery, monitor mount, and all the cables you need for under $200. Viltrox DC-550 PRO review. Let's go. So guys, the specs are on the screen. This display supports up to 4K 30, so you need to set your HDMI output to 1080p if you want to shoot in 4K 60 or above. So guys, now let's have a closer look at this monitor, its capabilities, and the kit. So this is the Pro edition. There is also a non-Pro version. It's without touchscreen, and the Pro version is with touchscreen capabilities and with the sun hood. So in the kit you'll get a hard shell case, and this case fits everything you need for a little shoot. So here we have 3 different cables, a mini HDMI, a micro HDMI, and a USB-C to USB-A cable. Also, there is the monitor mount. It can swivel 360 degrees and also tilt, so it's a pretty versatile mount and it's built like a tank. Also, there is a little white battery and it has 2200 mAh and it lasts for about 1.5 hours at maximum brightness. A nice touch from Viltrox. Oh, and you can also charge this battery with the USB-C cable. So on the bottom we have a 1/4 thread, HDMI in and out, and also a headphone jack. On the right side we have a USB-C for power, 5 volts, also one more cold shoe, and a DC in 12 volts. On top we can see an SD card slot for firmware upgrades and importing the LUTs, also 3 function buttons and the back button. And on the left side we can see a power on-off switch and also a knob which you can use to navigate the menus, and you can also press this knob in. And finally on the back we have an NPF battery slot. And here's the plastic sun hood, and you can use it during the sun or almost all the time, and you can also collapse it and it will protect the screen as well. You can easily detach this sun hood if you don't need it and use a bare bones monitor. So the whole kit weighs 825 grams, which is a bit heavy in my opinion, but still there is an option of carrying a case with you. The monitor plus the sun hood weighs 352 grams, not a lot. So now guys, let's walk through the settings and let's see what this monitor can do. So if you swipe up or down from the left side, you'll change the volume, and from the right side, you'll change the backlight. Also, this monitor does support pinch to zoom, as you can see right here. In the settings menu, you can change the fan speed. It can be set to high and it's pretty loud, but you can also set it to low or medium or turn it off completely. You can also tweak the opacity of the menu, you can reset the monitor, you can customize the function keys, and also you can update the system in here. Also guys, you can use the dial on the left to also operate the menu. As you can see right here, you can press in to pick a setting, and if you don't want to adjust it or you need to go back, you can also press the back button on top. Let's walk through the function buttons. Number 1 brings you the full waveform, and I love this feature. The second one brings the false color tool, and the third one brings the menu. And if you want to, you can customize each of those buttons in the menu, as I said before. Double tap on the screen and you'll get the menus. Here on the top left, we can pick the volume bars right here, also the histogram, 2 basically histograms, as you can see, RGB histogram and the regular one. Also the vectorscope, and you can toggle this on and off. All the functions can be toggled on and off, and we have different RGB parades, as you can see here. Also, there is a full waveform, as I showed you before, nice feature. And here are the LUTs. You can upload your own LUTs, or you can use the pre-programmed LUTs in this monitor. On the second tab, we have our peaking value, so let's turn it on. You can adjust any values, you can dial in any settings, which is good. We have 2 types of false color, which is also a great addition because I like false color too. We have zebras, and these are also adjustable and customizable. You have your solid colors like gray, green, blue, or red, which is great for working with chroma keying. You can also flip the image horizontally or vertically, as you can see here guys, which is nice for shooting yourself or vlogging for instance. And there is an auto flip mode, so this monitor also does have a gyroscope. You can also pause the image, make it kind of a still image, and as you can see, as I turn the camera, nothing moves. On the third tab we have different markers, for instance, as you can see, some safe markers, also the crosshair in the middle. We have different aspect ratio markers like 235:1 in this case. We can also scale the image to 235:1 for instance, or to 16:9, or just leave it at auto, because I would leave it at auto and make the monitor do its thing. We have super zoom functionality like 8 times or even 10 times for very precise focusing, and also there is a lot of anamorphic modes for almost every D-squeeze. And in the last tab we have different settings to adjust the color, brightness and saturation of the monitor monitor. So here's the brightness, here is the contrast, also saturation. You can change the hue of the monitor if you don't like the hue. Basically, you can calibrate this monitor on this tab. You can add some sharpness to the image if you want very precise focusing. You can change the backlight. You can customize the color temperature and also green, blue and red values. So all in all, it's a pretty basic kit of features, but still they are very useful and I like a lot of those features. There is a little downside. The HDMI cables are hanging from the bottom of the monitor, which gets in the way of the camera sometimes, so I suggest you use an L-shaped HDMI cables if you have one, or just purchase one. But all in all, the monitor mount is great and it keeps the position that you've put it in. So now guys, let's compare this monitor to my Atomos Ninja V 1000 nit monitor to see how it performs in direct sunlight because of the sun hood, and all in all how it compares to the Atomos Ninja V monitor. So as you can see guys, if you have something like a sky as a reflection, you get a lot of reflections from the Viltrox monitor, so I suggest using the sun hood. And as you can see right here, if you don't have the direct reflection of the sun, it's more than usable and daylight viewable, and it's even brighter than the Atomos Ninja V, but it has a bit more reflections. And compared to camera's built-in screen, it's just night and day, because for instance Sony a6300 cannot go up in brightness when you shoot 4K 30, so you need an external monitor. And if we detach the sun hood, you can see that this monitor is kind of close to Atomos Ninja V, it's even a bit brighter, but still if you have an option of using a sun hood, just use it. And the price of this Pro kit is $198, and for the quality and the kit I think it's just a bargain. So I can highly recommend this monitor because of the kit, because of the functionality, because of high brightness. It's pretty crisp, it's sharp, it's contrasty, and a lot of features are really welcome, like false color, the full waveform mode and all that stuff. So if you are on the budget and you're looking for a good on-camera monitor, I would highly recommend this Viltrox monitor for you. And which on-camera monitor do you use, guys? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you did enjoy this video, please smash the like and subscribe buttons and the notifications bell. Here is a playlist about on-camera monitors on my channel, so I'll see you in the next video guys. Take care, bye.